The following Obamagunios feature contains content and/or language which may be unsuitable for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Obamagunios Entertainment presents.
Greetings, fellow Zigzagoons. This is Obamagunios here with a rather different type of video this time around. So another series of mine is hitting the big 1-0 this year, and at first I didn't have any plans to celebrate. But then I watched Zhao Man's retrospectives on Roblox Burnout Madness and Random Insanity, as well as James A. Williams' Me Watching series. And that inspired me to do like a big video where I look back at the past 10 years of funny signs, provide some commentary, and tell funny behind-the-scenes stories along the way. And since you're all here, why don't you come along for the ride? There's Iway Cookies. Psych! Just kidding. But being serious here, I'd also like to thank you all for 2,000 subscribers. Whether you're just visiting, or a long-time viewer, or even been here since the beginning, thank you so much for sticking around. Now let's cut the chit-chat and start this sucker!
But first, a useless but true fact.
What some of you may not know is that this is actually my third stab at a sign series. The first was a series akin to Thunderbird's 101 Stupid and Weird Signs titled Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Signs, but you wouldn't have known given that 8 of the 10 episodes didn't have voice clips at all, and the remaining 2 were the only ones that were actually rendered. The second was a spin-off of Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Signs but with the Fidget Friend newbies that only lasted 1 episode. The first 2 seasons reused signs from those 2 series. And now, barring any further intrusions, let's get this thing started for real in 5, 4, 3, 2. Right off the bat, I was trying to copy an intro that Wubsy Rocks made for Dave that ended up only being used for the Scream Gen S from Hell Bloopers 6, Kirby Superstar intro and all.
Goose fart. Wow, an outhouse for gooses. Gooses. Meese. Gooses.
Speaking of Dave, what better way to kick off the series than with a stolen joke from him?
HMMM, these final scores on Jeopardy seem real to me, but what's that name in the middle? Zora.
Splat actually pronounced Zorua Zora during this time. When watching Jeopardy one day, I found it funny that one of the contestants' names was so similar to Zorua's, so I figured I'd put her name in the video.
YouTube user Webkins24 will have a royal fit if she heard this in another funny signs video.
Speaking of, she went through almost as many working YouTube channel names as my cousin Laughing Ghost Productions. The first one that I made up was called Monkey Bar TV, which I ripped right off a section of the Lilith Pet Shop website. Then later Webkins24, Deerling24, Snivy24, Mulati Shy, Evius, and finally Splattered Fox.
Caution, parachuting bears. I've heard of car riding bears, but this is ridiculous.
In this sense, I was thinking of the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick get stranded in the woods after sneaking into Sandy's Jeep and then a sea bear jumps in and steals it.
Please do not disturb the water.
Ah yes, the first funny sign I'd found in real life. Well, made out to look funny anyway. It was supposed to say, "Do not disturb the water foul," but a word was missing and 9-year-old me thought it was a funny idea to disturb the water.
Right Elvis here, Gordon. If you steal my last line one more time, I'll throw you into the water, you imbecile, 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 imbecile.
This explosion was sourced from one of my iMovie videos where I basically compiled a batch of some older videos as a way to react to the fact that McDonald's had Fidget Friends Shimmy's Happy Meal toys out. Yeah, I was into Fidget Friends, what of it?
Sam, shame on you. Why did you drop me off the cliff? It's sheep drop, not mic drop.
Sorry, Mike.
Sorry doesn't feed the bulldog, Sam.
I somehow missed the opportunity both here and in the remake to have Sam say something along the lines of, I guess you could call this a real mic drop, because, you know, similar sounding words.
Taxes. On tacos. Inside 79.
This scene was calling Sam's name, but somehow I didn't think anything of it, so instead I used Luke. Frickin' Luke as the taco addict.
Blackberry lemonade. Something's not right here.
I took this sign myself at the Cottonwood Mall in Albuquerque, but the only camera I had handy was my iPod Nano since I was filming elevators there that day. I took about a second of video of the sign, put it through Movie Maker, took a screenshot of it, and that's what you see in this episode.
Caution, snails riding cows.
I'll bet Gary is on that cow.
Because I just had to mention Gary.
Starvations plus. When you need food badly.
And that's the tagline, folks. When you need food badly.
Very handsome tailor. I wonder if the tailor is Ash Ketchum.
Of all the handsome people I could think of, I chose Ash Ketchum. Okay then.
Virtual Owen. Virtual Owen. That's Virtual Owen, you weirdo. And Owen is not Owen.
It's less funny when you actually know how Japanese letters and syllables work.
Emergency cutoff switch for spot.
Emergency cutoff switch. What in the name of roly-poly-oly is an emergency cutoff switch?
I made this a recurring phrase throughout Season 1 because I was obsessed with roly-poly-oly. So much so that I made a bacon-like monkey character out of that obsession and a show about said monkey.
Not 4 kilometers. Where is not?
This was my first appearance in Funny Signs. I'd wanted to use my own voice here, but somehow my mic wasn't working that day or I couldn't find it, so I just said screw it and went with Speakonia Male 5.
Oh no, not Satan's Kingdom. Let me out of here.
We can't.
Why is that?
Dave Madsen permanently banned us from appearing in his videos in Funny Signs, Ermengarde shares.
And thus, Satan's Kingdom became a thing in my series. I guess it made sense having them mess with my cast instead after Dave permanently banned them in his videos in the aforementioned episode.
Shall we let them have it?
Let's do it. Bombs away.
And of course, if you gotta have the devil and she-devil, you gotta have shitting too.
Burst creep. This creep must be colder than the Arctic Circle.
Literally yeeted from the Wiggles movie.
Top 100 Chinese restaurants in USA. It's top 100 Chinese restaurants, you weirdo. That does it. Yes. Come with me. Now. Now where do you think you're taking me? Pac Fan 884? Oh noes. Not Satan's Kingdom again.
Jesus, man, calm down. He only said weirdo. It's nothing worth dragging him back to Satan's Kingdom over.
That's what you get for calling me weirdo.
And he wasn't even calling you one. He was referring to the sign makers.
Hey Mary, I just bought 2 new Rafflecopters.
Great, Mike.
Oh hey, Mike and Mary have rafflecopters too now. That's cool, I guess. Man, I had a habit of never touching upon things like this again. I guess because one swa 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 was enough.
Funny Signs has been brought to you by SpongeBob SquarePin.
Is no one gonna mention Hello Kitey?
Turkey with cum. Turkey with cum. Sick. Gross. Ew. Ew.
I had seen this sign elsewhere, WSAM0 TV maybe, where Sam gave a similarly disgusted reaction. This was just me copying this other video. I was still an innocent child and I didn't know what that word meant.
I love house music, sneakers, and sex. I'm there. Woo 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 ruffle 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 low 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 swa 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 swa.
Same deal here, only this time I was copying Dave again.
Percy, you must go. Wish. And crash.
Literally ripped straight from one of Keeper of Beans' YTPs. Hey, 2009 called. It wants its humor back.
Caution, alligator mating season. If attacked, fake orgasm. Okay, what the heck?
Ah yes, simpler times back when I didn't know what the word orgasm meant either.
Personal data breaker.
Don't let that thing near Luke, as he might just crash.
Oh yay, another crash!
Wheel hair? Okay, what the fidget? This doesn't even make sense.
Attention Mila. In a Funny Signs video, all signs should not make sense.
Sheesh.
Shush the sheesh.
No.
Best reason for a tantrum ever!
Oh, Mila, what happened to you?
Her head just exploded in that tantrum.
We'll have to get Mila to the hospital.
Cody. Pac
Oh hey, Cody, that weird one-off character who we never see again after the season. So I guess I should elaborate on who Cody is. In 2013, I'd switched over from my blocky shirt designs to me designs using the 3DS Meme Maker. I wanted characters for every Speakonia male and every color utilized in Meme Maker, e.g. Sam is red, Micah is green, yada yada. After I had the role for Speakonia Male 5 freed up again after I dug out that old gateway mic from my parents' closet, I decided I needed a new character for Speakonia Male 5. Enter Cody. Now, back on the subject of colors, Cody represented black. I did have a design for him saved, but at present I can't find it at the moment, but he basically looks similar to ads. I was eventually going to utilize him more, starting with Randy's Mysteries Intro Bloopers 12 that I never made, and then I decided, no, Cody's not good enough to be in more videos, so he was banished to the Shadow Realm, and Speakonia Male 5 would once again be unused. For now. But that's another story. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about an obscure character, so let's continue!
Where doctors said she needed a new head.
I believe what I was thinking of was a new face, because, Fidget Fred newbies are quadruped and a unibody, so it wouldn't make sense for her to lose her head.
Sorry, we're running for our lives. We'll be back soon.
This was originally generated for use in a big Molly Mater theatrical movie, where it'd be displayed at some local business or whatever while Molly Mater's unspecified Floridian city was under attack by Bowser and some other random villain characters thrown in the mix. It never did see a theatrical release like I wanted. I do still have the printed 2-part script for it though, so maybe another day?
We need the man with the mohawk to please return to guest services.
That was literally one of Adam Smasher's pre-generated signs. I did this one better in the remake though, where I made a Dora the Explorer reference instead of a Where's Waldo one.
It is off limits of the grave purpose ahead excluding parties concerned.
And who might you recall being?
I'm Tika. I'm filling in for Mila while she's getting a head transplant.
Tika was the first Fidget Friend newbie that I got, before Mila. Splat had other newbies, but Tika was the first one that I owned myself.
PP Hotel. PP Hotel. Sick. Gross.
Oh, printer cartridges. Our new guest just barfed.
At the time of this video, I was friggin' obsessed with collecting printer cartridges, cause, being autistic, you gotta have all the different shapes and numbers of things. I filmed a vlog with my iPod some weeks later at a used printer cartridge shop in Amarillo, Texas, where I picked through the different cartridges for I think 10 minutes straight. Shop's no longer there, and the vlog's lost as well.
Thank you for choosing Pizza Hut. Darn, now I can't get anything good with my pizza. Don't fret, Talitha. We can go to Papa John's Pizza. I hate Papa John's Pizza.
Tabitha was 5 years ahead of her time with hating Papa John.
Why? I don't have a clue.
I think I ripped this line right off of German Canadian Boy / Super Mario 17. I'm not entirely sure.
Back's in next 5 miles. Turn around.
Get the brakes, Sam.
I can't, Mike. They are not working. And the Baxon's just ahead.
Turn around before we all freak out. Gross, it's the Baxon. Let me out of here.
The Baxon's introductory scene. Now, why did I make him an ally of Hades again? Well, I have no idea. I guess it was because Pooh and his friends had this interpretation of him being the most evil beast in the 100-Acre Wood, beating out Heffalumps and Woozles. But again, teaming him up with the friggin' devil and she-devil? Well, I guess it's too late to turn back on that now, since he's carried on to MMIB, the Revival, and TNF bloopers. I have a feeling LBC folks only know the Baxton from my videos, and not the actual movie he came from.
Hands off of Sam, you infernal imps.
Scandalous. Shall we let the angel have it?
Let's do it. Bombs away.
Shitting all over the angel. The frickin' angel. I have no words.
I'm 44. Toys, dollhouses, axes, chainsaws.
Lizzie Borden's parents had good intentions when they went Christmas shopping.
Sometimes when I had no idea on what to say to these signs, I just copied the original caption attached to it from the websites I got them from. This is one of those examples.
Funny Signs is brought to you by the city of Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral.
June special. Kids meals $1.99 after 4 p.m. Free Venom Kids ticket.
I spotted this sign on the way home from Amarillo where I would stay for the next 3 days, the 17th through the 19th, then immediately start hauling ass again. Why were we in Amarillo for much of June 2013, you may ask? Well, I live in Texas neighbor to the west, which is prone to the occasional wildfire. 2 years before, we endured what was possibly one of the worst wildfires in the state at that time, and we had to evacuate for a few weeks. My dad, I think, read a news article stating that another one was bound to head our way, and so anticipation evacuated all of us to Amarillo for nearly the whole month, explaining why there was such a lack of funny signs videos that month. Anyway, moving on to the sign, I just thought it was funny because I thought the idea of a Venom Kids ticket was so bizarre, not knowing they probably meant the production hell-ridden Venom movie, which wouldn't come out until 5 years later. I did get tickets from that Wendy's though, but not to Venom, but rather to Wonderland Amusement Park. I put them in the bag though, as I didn't think of any other convenient places to put them. Eventually we stopped at a rest area to go to the bathroom and throw away any trash we were through with. I handed my mom the Wendy's bag, forgetting the Wonderland tickets were still in it. And then a few minutes later I realized I had left the tickets in the bag, which inspired Mila's tantrum to follow.
Breaking news. Local Pokemon trainer gets turned into a Pikachu.
Oh, hi Ashichu. Nice to see you around. Okay, bye. Have a nice trip to the Shadow Realm.
Trespassers will be shot.
Survivors will be shot again.
I wanted to use the sign that Thunderbirds 101 used in one of his Stupid and Weird Signs episodes here, but for whatever reason couldn't find it, so I went with this version instead.
Oh no! I don't want to be shot. Help me. Please.
Relax, Mary. I've got the rafflecopters up and running.
All aboard. We are taking off.
Oh, the video's over already? Well then, next episode.
Servine. Blad blad blad, I'm not going to read this.
Early SMG4 style typing with this one.
Hey, wait a second. What does that sign below say? Oh no, account must hot bottoms be placed on worktops.
Wow, not only was I dumb, but I was also blind back then too.
What the fidget? This is just an ordinary choking hazard warning.
Complete with not to 3 sad onions.
Do not go to exit 345 because there are spikes, knives, traps, and fire. Go to exit 346.
I have a feeling someone edited this and posted to Sign Spotting purely so that Dave could see it and use it in a video.
Oh no, not Satan's Kingdom again.
Yes, Satan's Kingdom again.
But this time, we've come for Jacob.
What do you want with me?
You did some sort of anti-rating 2 signs ago, and then you made Emma throw a tantrum.
Wow, they're quick to catch on this time around.
We have a surprise for you.
Whatever it is, it's not going to be pretty.
We shall give you the Servine curse.
Every sign you will see will be a Servine. Hot, 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 hot.
Cause Servine's the theme of this episode. Why Servine? I couldn't tell you.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Oh no, here we go again.
Someone tell me why I included this scene.
Caution, Microsoft Sam is a Sunuva again. Where in the world is Sunuva?
Probably a new region in Pokemon.
No, the new region is Kalos.
Maybe it could be the Generation 7 region.
Nope, that's a Lola.
CD holds our storant. I heavy Enric and my WAKRPH. What the Dover elevator is this supposed to mean?
I can fix it!
McDonald's. I've been wrecked by Wreck-It Ralph.
I actually quite like this scene of Fix-It Felix fixing this sign. However, because Text2Pic had gone down and I lost the original files for the 2 signs, it never got to be included in its combined remake with Electric Dangerous.
Drawings with guns. You loot, we shoot.
My dad actually had the title sign saved on an old hard drive from the mid-2000s internet. Years later, I thought it was so funny that it warranted its own episode, even though I didn't entirely know what it meant.
Slumdog Millionaire. Angtanjin and Youngblat. Angtanjin and Youngblat. What the heck is that even supposed to mean?
The only mother of you all. Thanks, Google Translate.
Please don't off this switch. How in the name of Roly Poly Oly do you off a switch?
By not saying in the name of Roly Poly Oly for once. You're wearing it out.
For once I have to agree with Kid Me. That phrase was getting worn out, but I think I still used it in Soccer Times 3. I don't know.
Remember to flush the toilet. How do I flush a toilet?
Once again, it's less funny when you actually know Japanese.
Leave the fun on. What's a Dover elevator?
Same deal with this sign, which by the way is supposed to read, leave the fan on.
In the event of falling into a river, dial 999, ask for hold on a minute there. Let's turn this sign upside down.
Oh no! It's a trap.
A dumb kid abo double whammy. not knowing what 999 was, and missing the actual reason why this sign was funny.
I heard that there were drugs with guns here. Where are they?
And I heard that Mike has an orange fire-breathing pig who will burn you if you dare relieve yourselves on us again.
Shall we, Maxon and She-Devil?
Mom's
My guns are on fire and burning them to a black ash curse Pokemon curse.
Yeah, let's have Mike send out a fire-type Pokemon in a place filled with fire, and have it burn a leader of that fire-filled place.
While the devil and She-Devil went to get their Oshawott.
Of all the Pokemon I could have selected for the McEvils, like Giratina or Mewtwo or something, I chose a puny little Oshawott. Maybe it was one of the kingdom's captives, who knows. And where was this Mew when they needed it the last 3 times?
Bad bid. This ad is already running or you don't own this ad.
Fun fact, this error message was originally the title sign for the never-finished pilot episode of this series that was to have come before Moose Fart.
I'm grass. I'm frail. How can it be grass and frail at the same time?
By being, I don't know, frail grass?
H&M, some rules for the toilet.
The rules for the toilet! A great way to end off the season. Complete with yet another barf.
Funny Signs is brought to you by BJ American School.
Now, of course, this wasn't meant to close out the season. There was another episode in the works, but more on that in now.
Pac-Fan 884 Productions presents Funny Signs, Soccer x3.
Here's where the season got off to a rocky start. This was going to be just another season 1 episode titled Not a Chinese Restaurant, and was about 90% finished when the computer I was making videos on for the last 3 years at that point suffered a ransomware virus.
Our PC is blocked. To unblock the computer, you must pay the fine through money pack of $300.
A couple days and a new computer later, I was back to square one. I still had the voice clips and signs from Not a Chinese Restaurant, but for whatever reason I scrambled the orders so as to not copy my own unfinished video. This was also one of the only times I had used this monstrosity of a font for my videos. Just why?
Ethanol-free gas burrito, 2 for $129. Gas burrito? Sickening. Gross.
What's even more sickening is the outrageous price for a gas burrito.
Dogs. Those are ostriches, you dummy.
Dummies that predicted Jaden Animations referring to Ari as a dog.
Let's all board the Rafflecopters.
You're not going just yet.
The video must be at least 5 to 15 minutes long. This one is only up to 3 minutes.
Right here is where it transitions to the new bits. I could have had the short video then and there, but nope. Arbitrary time requirement that I don't think was touched upon again.
Hey Pac-Fan 884, why don't you switch back to Windows 7?
I can't do that anymore, She-Devil, because Snivy24's account on that operating system got blocked.
Blocked, schmuck. Shall we let them have it?
Let's do it. Mom's away.
Why don't you go shit all over whatever scammers gave her that ransomware message to begin with, instead of us because God forbid the video be too short.
Who would dare make up such ridiculous video length rules just so that the enforcers could poop on us?
Oh, I guess even back then I thought it was ridiculous.
You dare invade the great Windows 8?
Man, if I were to host a drinking game every time Windows 8 was mentioned here, you'd probably be unconscious by now.
After they ran in terror back to their realm, the devil, the she-devil, and the Baxon immediately destroyed the Rafflecopters due to a short escape attempt.
So, the video was too short, so as punishment, they destroy the Rafflecopters? Clever way to write off the 3 different copters thing, I guess.
Stars and Bugs Cafe. I'm there. Yahoo! This is just like that one time in May it paid Madsen Productions Inc. and there was free cash.
No prizes to anyone that figures out what this is referencing.
Guys. Looks like the end of the line.
What are we going to do, now that we don't have any transport to get back home? Relax, Mila. Mr. Sir is a mechanic too. so we can have the rafflecopters fixed.
Hooray for plot convenience!
Okay, the rafflecopters should be working perfectly now.
All right. Let's go home. Swa 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 swa.
Okay then, never mind. I guess I didn't write off the 3 copters just yet. And that's all she wrote, folks. Now comes the MMIB 20 of funny signs that somehow still remains up. You ready? Brace yourselves for...
Funny signs. Farts dumpier.
Here's the one I barely want to touch nowadays. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. This was the first video I attempted to write a script for. I thought script writing was too hard, so I abandoned it and went right back to ad-libbing everything.
Farts dump here. Farts dump here.
This place stinks.
Stolen Dave Madsen jokes and one...
Mrs. Snow. Is she related to Mr. Rain? Hog, 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 hog.
Sometime after I made this episode, I basically recited this line to the teacher whose classroom this was. She just said she gets told this joke a lot.
Likes go on the left. People squeeze through this sign.
Emma, stop squeezing through this bridge.
Emma Fat jokes in 2.
Zangoose, the car ferret Pokemon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! The car ferret Pokemon?
I don't remember what Pokemon guide this was, but I'm calling them out here. Also, later on in the book, there's another typo in which they spell Eevee as Evie. Maybe get people to proofread your stuff before it goes out into the market, massive multi-billion-dollar corporation?
If I only had a gun.
Could you tell this was when my Pokemon phase was at an all-time high?
Kung Fu Steak. What in the world is Kung Fu Steak?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
But they fought with expert
Enough with the Kung Fu Panda references.
Is blissfully unaware that that was an actual song way before Kung Fu Panda came out.
Oh, tantrum is coming on.
And of course, Emma throws a tantrum anyway, despite Robosoft 3 telling Jacob earlier we've had enough.
Microsoft Sam. Shame on you, you idiot.
Sheesh.
Shush the sheesh.
Can someone please pull me, Mary and Mila, out of the ground?
Oh no! No! No, 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 no.
The reason I mysteriously disappeared was because sometime in between finishing Soccer Times 3 and producing this episode, I did some radio talk show using a tape recorder and the gateway mic. After a while of me doing the radio show, the mic overloaded somehow, but I didn't know this yet. When it came time to do this scene, I couldn't get it to work anymore. I then figured out that the mic broke when I was doing the radio show. So that was the end of the closet-picked mic. It served me a good 7 months.
TaxFan884 has disappeared. Take over, whatever the heck your name is.
I'm Max the Fox from the Spiral It Broke.
So, before this whole fiasco, I made a video on November 6th in which Scotty narrated and bashed the private story Max the Fox came from, titled The Spiral Did Broke. This was to be episode 1 of a Scotty-centric series where he critiques my writing work from when I was really, really young. I don't know if I'll ever upload it now that I've mentioned it, and if so, it'll probably be on my alternate channel, Abamagunios 810. The Satan's Kingdom scene that's to follow is basically Spiral Did Broke bashing part 2. I mean, yeah, it made no sense, but Jesus! I was 4! Cut little kid me some slack, slightly less little kid me!
The book says, ooh, she cried, Mom, I swim.
I took a glimpse at the TV at the time of writing the aforementioned story, and what was playing was the scene in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets where moaning Myrtle flushes herself down the toilet. I thought without context that the scene was pretty funny, so I had Max basically yeet himself into a toilet at a Walmart bathroom, just like that scene, and so that's what I was trying to communicate.
Next time the devil, the she-devil, and the Baxon show up, we'll shove them into the WC. I don't think so, Microsoft Mike.
Blarg. Satan's Kingdom again.
Will you imps ever quit?
Relax, Microsoft Mike. It's not you we come for.
We come for Paxton 884.
See? I told you. This scene right here is why I hate this damn thing.
Enough. Now you're really gonna get it.
Oh yeah? How would you like it if someone did this to you?
I can't remember now if this predates or postdates the occasional gag in Dave's videos where the shit boomerangs, but it certainly predates Miss M and Cedric's routine in LT Bloopers 211 by a good 7 years.
We've run out of signs. Again.
If we run out of signs, let's all board the rafflecopters.
Yeah, after all that, let's just end this. Now.
Funny signs. A funny thing happened on Christmas Avenue.
Funny Signs is one and only Christmas special. This title was inspired by a supposedly deleted special by Dave Madsen titled A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Christmas Town, which I don't even know was actually real or another case of classic rampant misinformation. Speaking of, most of the dialogue here is directly copied from his then recent special You Love the Holidays, which itself was copied from the previous year's season's beatings, so most of the scenes won't have any commentary on them.
Christmas Avenue. St. Nicholas Avenue.
Which street do we see Santa on?
By see Santa, they meant they were going to see Santa at like the mall or the North Pole or something. They weren't trying to be Dora the Explorer.
Tantrum in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neil, Mary, and Scotty. If you pick up another cold gag, I'll jam my mistletoe down your throat. I'm trying to be good. You hear me? Good.
Uh-huh. Good.
Nice going, Sam.
Oh look, a glimpse of Max's original physical design, which was just an edit of this royalty freak Fox clip art off of Moby Max.
Billy Mays here for Holiday Away.
This was made during my obsession with Billy Mays and Blue's Clues YTPs at this time. I feel like this could still have good YTP potential. You listening out there, Extreme J? Wink wink.
Santa's Workshop. All elves, no dentists.
Hey gang, we are here.
We made it in time for the season.
And in a record 3 minutes 23 seconds without the ridiculous soccer times 3 rule.
PacFan 884 Productions wishes everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And that's all for the Christmas special, folks. I used the credits music from Christmas Who here, and for the only time teased the next installment, because I knew at this point I could never work as fast as I did for Season 1.
Funny signs, stupid hurts everyone.
Here we are at the first installment of the new year. Not much to say about this one either.
Now it's time to Annie Ooh. Here is what we're gonna do. Annie Ooh, 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 ooh.
There are many unanswerable questions about the universe. What can you really find at the end of the rainbow? Who was behind the Max Headroom incident? Where is the full Wiggles Big Show 1997? Why in the holy mother of balls did I think it was a great idea to put Annie Ooh here? Yeah, I thought it was a funny song from a kid's toy, but why did it need to be in a friggin' Funny Signs episode? I made enough Annie Ooh videos as it is.
What was your favorite part of the day?
When you finally shut up.
I liked that part too.
My favorite part was when Emma muff.
Hey, I like that part too. Too bad I didn't pay it off well enough.
Ouch. Radar Overseer Jacob. You're fired. I fired him with just cause. Now get over it.
I highly doubt it, but I feel as if this is where the whole RoboSoft 3 being the control freak instead of Sam thing in recent years started. I seem to have predicted much more than I thought, huh?
Oh, come on. Every time someone wonders where we are, we get shanghaied into this infernal quagmire.
We're sick of this. Sick.
What do I even say? The video speaks for itself.
Well, I've been taught karate for the last 8 years, and if you start soiling Sam and friends, you're gonna get it.
First you take a S, then you take a candless. Put them all together and they spell scandalous.
Mom's away.
That's it. I warned you. Mila, I choose you. Here's take that.
Whatever happened to... Okay, screw it. I didn't have any karate-like sound effects on hand, and I couldn't record any because broken mic, and I still didn't know about YouTube downloads by this point, so that's why the Pokemon reference here. Mame Shiba facts, because I was briefly obsessed with Mame Shiba at this time too.
Come on. Another blue screen of death? That's the 5th time today. I'm never using Windows 95 as long as I live. You hear me? Never.
While Sam gets a new computer, here's the
Okay.
sponsors
Nice
for
abrupt
this episode
ending.
of Maybe Bread Sardines.
A nice
And
product
Captain
placement for Cloudy with a Chance of
Smallballs.
Meatballs, too. Next!
Funny signs, raw vegetables.
I distinctly remember having some sort of appointment and leaving school early, going to the China Moon, then wanting to come home early to finish this episode. My mom wasn't having it, so I went back to school and the Good News Club meeting that followed and still got the episode done that day.
Oh my gosh. OMG. Look at the amount of Ray William Johnson's videos.
I don't really see anything wrong with them.
Oh, for crying out loud. 666.
You're not just whistling Dixie, Mila.
Nope.
Damn it.
Requesting permission to ban the devil, the she-devil, and the Baxen from these videos.
Sure thing, Microsoft Sam.
PackFan884. You're back.
Finally, after a 2-episode absence, I finally re-emerged from the Shadow Realm by recording my lines on my IMAX mic and then transferring the audio files over to a flash drive.
No, PackFan884, how dare you have a special power? That story was stupid, you hear me? It was stupid.
Bruh, get over the story already.
Congratulations. This is a joke.
You are not the 100,000th visitor. We just wanted to give your PC a virus.
I clearly edited this because even back then I knew these pop-up ads were a joke.
Here's a perfect place for you, Sam.
Wimpy. Does Greg Hafley work here?
Dave already made the Wimpy from Popeye reference, so instead I went with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Ain't I just so clever? I completely forgot about this part, but here's the very first time Splat appears in my Funny Signs videos. This was just a random recording she made shortly after I dug out the gateway mic in the first place.
Don't throw a tantrum, Mike.
Tantrums Anonymous is seeing to it that we limit the number of tantrums in this video.
And how many were thrown?
2.
Shelby Thibodeau's right, I really do need counting lessons.
Reading a book is like eating a potato chip. You can't eat just one.
PackFan884, 2014.
More like the Lays people, 1967, or whenever it was they came up with it.
Who the heck is Sheila Shea?
That was the human form of the she-devil before her death in the war in the Republic of My.
This sign was the moment that I made the Republic of My war canon in my official lore.
Funny Signs is brought to you by Technical Hair Salon. It's a hair salon and a technical store all in one.
You mean that was a ramstick and not a comb?
Okay, that was actually clever in my opinion. And that's the end of Season 2. Probably my worst season in my opinion. If you enjoy it, great. That's fine with you. I'm not gonna, make hate videos or attack you or anything. Instead, I'll move right on to the next season. Season 3. At some point, something happened with the Dell Inspiron and we had to have it serviced by the Geek Squad for 10 days. I had to move my iMac over to my parents' bedroom during that time, and I think at some point either the Geek Squad upgraded the OS or the computer performed some kind of Windows update, but either way, we got Windows 8.1 now, which meant time to start a new Funny Signs season.
PackFan884 Productions, celebrating 10 years of epicness.
This 10th anniversary claim was technically the truth, but it only really marked the anniversary of this photo screw-up at the Georgetown Loop Railroad on August 4th, 2004, which led 2014 me to believe that it was my first video, as in the literal first video clip my IRL self featured in. The first video I actually made myself, as you know, wasn't made until September 20th, 2009, Mama Gunios Entertainment's actual birthday.
Funny Signs, Life's Rough.
A title ripped straight from the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 episode of the same name. Another great way to start off a season. I guess I thought Funny Signs Attention Dogs or Funny Signs Grr Bark Woof just weren't good enough titles.
Dear Sam, fetch the stick.
Tantrum. Coming. On. Now. No.
And what better way to kick off the season than with yet another Stolen Dave joke and a tantrum back to back?
Sam, stop it with the arguing already.
I'm never letting you out on the ground. You can run in.
What the heck is going on here?
Episode. Do you really have to send them out again?
This was one of the times I found out the new version of Movie Maker had 2 audio channels to edit with, a music channel and a voiceover channel.
Would you like the new edition of the F- Eliminator for free?
This was before Dave made his own last name for Hank, who in a separate video I was referencing here was selling a product called the F- Eliminator. I chose Cheesy as a reference to Ray Cheesy from It's videos.
Agreed. Hey, where's Mike?
Does this answer your question, Mila?
Finally, I figured out how to download a high-quality version of Dramatic Impact 3. No more recording off the computer speakers.
And let's not forget our new ally.
Hold on. If it's Microsoft Sam, then I am out of here.
It is not Microsoft Sam, you fool. It's the She-Baxon.
The She-Baxon?
Because if the devil gets a she counterpart, so too should the Baxon. Great logic. I originally had plans to bring her back for MMIB, but I cut her out both because I couldn't figure out how to design her without looking like a blatant gender bend and that she'd ultimately be pointless.
Ew. You still have to challenge me and the She-Baxon.
Wait. So you mean I got the devil and she-devil but not you two?
Well, duh.
Now I get you two.
Quick, dodge before.
I could have just had the Baxon sent to God's country, but nope. I just had to make sure you could clearly hear the high-quality audio.
Paxfan884 slapped a permanent ban on the devil, she-devil, Baxon and she-Baxon, and a restraining order stating that Mila will poop all over them if they intrude the future Funny Signs videos. The Baxon was angered at this news, so he had to destroy the new Rufflecopter, never to be repaired again.
Again with the Rufflecopter destruction? Man, these imps gotta chill.
Peaches 79 cents each. Who would even think about selling moldy peaches to stores?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think those are actually potatoes, not moldy peaches.
Claremont Drive, East Mission Bay Drive and SeaWorld stinks. Sam, did you put that sign there?
Raffle. You sound like a lady.
I do not sound like a lady, you butthead.
Ah yes, the start of the whole talks like a lady gag in my videos. I think it was just supposed to be a one-off gag for this video, but then once Matt Crowley entered the picture years later, it decided to come right back in at complete random. No offense.
Free tacos yesterday. Sorry, Sam. I guess you're out of luck.
Bruh, turn off the TV.
I finally get some after 9 months with that stupid Canadian guy.
I feel as if I wrote this line purely for my mom to see, as by this point I was subjected to another T-Bird ban starting in December 2013, which lasted much longer than the previous one at a whopping 4.5 years up until around May 2018 after I had grown tired of Dave.
This bus leads to collision. Oh no. That's the wrong one. We need the one for home.
I almost stole this line from T-Bird, but I didn't.
The photography place of, if you are the one too. You mean the old one too, like, no. We're not doing that part.
Because Abo doesn't have the sound effect yet.
Friendly service. Rooms only $1. We've got a spa. I don't know about the service and rooms, but I can surely agree with the spa. Let's go to this hotel.
And what awaits them at this hotel? Find out next time, which in editing time would mean right about now.
Funny Signs, sleep, stop, slow down.
Here's another episode I don't look too fondly on, and for a while couldn't figure out why. Until, well, you'll find out later on.
So, this is your fancy schmancy hotel room? It looks like a complete mess.
I think this scene was inspired by the iCarly episode where they all go to Dingo Studios and Sam books the crap hotel with the hobo in the window. I don't recall ever watching it until years later, though.
No kidding. The pool looks like a flippin' swamp.
Must hold back. Shrek reference.
Tasty, goody Chinese fast food. Ah, the sweet smell of Chinese knockoffs. Gotta love 'em.
With a side of former Taco Bell.
Gladys Speed. Hopefully she did it on the devil, she-devil, Baxon and she-Baxon.
I was confused about the name Gladys for a bit, cause Vanellope called Ralph Gladys in the Wreck-It Ralph, but the GLaDOS from Portal was female. I did 2 different takes of this line using both he and she. Eventually I figured out and went with the she take.
Guys, settle down. You're acting up again.
Go poop in the creek. Pac-Fan884.
Damn! So I got this line from my mom, who probably got it from her mom. The line was originally go shit in the creek, but me being 12 at the time, I didn't want to drop a swear in the video, even in really tense moments like this.
That's it. I'm calling the cops.
What's going on here?
At this point, I couldn't tell you if this Officer Jenny was or wasn't supposed to be the same one from the Pokemon anime. Also, finally, Microsoft Anna in a video. Albeit not as her proper self, but still.
Sightseeing restroom. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Seinville, it's the Poopin' Fox. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha, Max poops in the woods cause ha ha, he's a fox. Insert sitcom laughter here.
We firing good, for nothing else, who can't use correct grammar.
Watch out! Sam's got a gun!
I'm taking over the studio.
So, wait, we're on a road trip, but also in the studio? Tecatolosa, yeah, that's it. He got so delusional he thought he was in the Randy's Mysteries intro blooper studio. I have no idea who made these aside from Angus McTavish and Moffat Arts, but apologies if I stole your stuff for this parody intro. Also, hi Movie Theme! It's been a solid minute since we last heard from you. And thus, the Microsoft Sam Entertainment shtick was born. This wasn't used too often later, just in 2 episodes of MMIB where basically the same scenario happened.
Crush hazard. I heard that Pac-Fan 884 finally got a girl.
Get it? Crush hazard? Ha ha ha, kill me. Yeah, this is why I'm not too fond of this episode. Along with a pointless line in the credits sequence saying something along the lines of, if you saw that sign and thought that implied I was seeing someone, that's false. Of course, that claim in and of itself was false. I actually did have a crush on someone at the time I was producing this episode, and eventually got rejected. To this day, I have no idea how to relationship.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Shit session. Sounds very subliminal and gross. Ew. Ew.
Oh hey, I'm starting to understand the meaning of naughty words. Great job, me.
Warning, if this restroom continues to be vandalized and misused, it will be permanently removed. But I have to go now. Got to let loose.
I had completely forgotten about this scene, and I had to rewatch it for this retrospective, and now you had to watch it too. I apologize for subjecting you all to this.
Now this is what I call a flaming monkey butt.
Pac-Fan 884's Animal Jam character in real life.
My Animal Jam character looked like this and was called Coach Fiery Beast. My mom called him a flaming monkey butt one time.
Dying right here is strictly prohibited.
But what about on Dia de los Muertos?
The Book of Life had just come out, so I had to reference it. Twice.
Hair by Amnesia. Who does your hair? I can't remember.
Yeah, but who does that?
Shut up, Tabitha!
What if I told you that you could still look at the animal without banging on its cage? Please, for the love of God, Tabitha, no more jokes about Pac-Fan 884.
I stopped with the jokes after he threw that tantrum.
Tabitha? What about literally last sign?
12 PCS shy can only $12.95. At least it's not worse than a stupid hotel room for only $1.
Wow. Looking back at those pictures I used for the hotel scenes, I'd take the chicken over the hotel room too.
Wait. We still haven't found a new Rafflecopter to get back home.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I left this as an early Christmas present for all of us.
O-M-G. So much wrapping paper.
Gee, I hope it's an Xbox.
O-M-G.
It's
a bread.
New Rafflecopter.
So, if I just had that new Rafflecopter sitting around for the gang to open on Christmas, why didn't I just go ahead and present it last episode after the Baxton destroyed the last one? That way, none of this hotel shiz would have happened.
This episode of Funny Signs has been brought to you by Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, hitting stores November 21st.
Yeah, Pokemon Auras, like the Pokemon Company is going to see this video. I'd hoped to render it before the 21st, but as it turned out, it got out 2 days late. Well, I tried.
Zombies cannot swim. Get a boat. Well, duh.
If zombies cannot swim, then what do?
Let's not go there, Mary.
Go where exactly?
Paddling Poo rules. This poo is open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This poo is unsupervised. What the he? Great, now there's no L's in this video.
I'm not sure why I thought this recurring trend with the missing L's would work, honestly.
No throws the thing. Well, if that's possible, then yes, fix is the thing.
We did.
Warning, this case is protected by electronic camera and arm system. Darn it, now I've got the paddling poo disease.
Paddling poo disease? Same energy as racist-itis.
No fire in the hot. Oh, come on.
That's it. I'm getting sick and tired of this. I want to know who's behind this. Come with us and you'll see who's behind this.
Who is that?
My name is not important right now.
The caption pretty much gives it all away.
Well, at least this isn't Satan's kingdom.
Silence!
Since Life's Rough established the Infernal Fours band for my videos, I wanted to show some wicked beings besides scary logos, as Dave had already done that, and to be honest, I never did find the logo parodies like the two-headed P-head or Red Nyet scary, just weird. Enter Evie Tolan, PacFan885, now Dark Abamagunios. Due to this, I had to get Splat to do the voice of Evie Tol, as it would just sound plain wrong when done with one of the RoboSod voices or something. Their secret lair sign was inspired by some Sonic animation Splat watched, where there was a sign in the background saying something like, "Eggman's secret lair right in front of you."
If you must know, Sam is in the solitary confinement ward at the BFF City Police Station.
This was clearly before I had set up my own lore and was just deriving from Dave since he was no longer posting videos anymore.
Tantrum is coming on! No, 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 done, crud, see what you have done, Mila, we could get more intrusion from the Infernal for you, dummy.
Oh hey, a new explosion! That I literally just stole from this video by Mammon Star Projects.
Plagiarism, schmagiarism. Unless you rescind the ban against the Infernal 4, one of your friends will be killed, and we keep Microsoft Sam hostage. Alright, fine. There. Ban rescinded.
No! Don't do that!
Like my evil counterpart said, it was either rescind the ban or basically copy LTIB 70.
Ha. Once a dummy, always a dummy.
Don't call me that!
We'll call you what we want, Mr. Spiral.
Jeez, it's been what, over a year? Can't you just get over it already?
Careful, steep slope. I'd better watch my step over here.
Yuck! Dog shit everywhere!
Oh, Ebola.
That doesn't date this episode at all.
Entertainment Alley. Where's the entertainment?
Where's the people?
Where's the pasta? The pasta? That's so funny.
Garfield reference ahoy! What's wind? What in the world? That sounds so disgusting!
Welcome aboard, Evius.
Since Splat had so much fun doing Evitol in the last episode, she wanted to be in more episodes, and so I delivered.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
From where?
Zigzagoon Island.
Zigzagoon Island. There's no such place as Zigzagoon Island.
Zigzagoon Island is the name of my Tomodachi Life Island. I had this whole Mike and Evius rivalry arc that started with Mike singing a song about Five Nights at Freddy's, and Evius hating it and making a response song. I don't think that ever got resolved, though, which was ironic, because they were like super best friends or something in the game, I don't know.
Of Zelda. What kind of license plate would say that?
It's an Acura Legend.
I just can't go one video without stealing something from Dave, can I?
If your name is the Doctor, come in for free rose.
I'm the Doctor. Yabba 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 jibber 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 jibber. Ouch.
I had and still don't have any knowledge of Doctor Who besides the fact he travels around in the TARDIS and has a sidekick named K9. So if I offended any hardcore Whovians with this scene, I apologize.
We're coming at a fire hydrant. Oh my gosh! Who did that?
It was Evius. Fa.
Tantrum is coming on. No!
Yes, the fire hydrant, the site of Evius' one and only tantrum. I probably could have worded this better. What Sam accused Evius of doing was peeing on the hydrant like a dog, making it rusty. Cause, you know, she's part Eevee, and Eevees walk on fours, like dogs.
Come on down to Wart World, only on the first floor of the Fazbear Hotel located in BFF City.
I don't think it was a good idea to name it Fazbear.
Why is that?
Look.
This scene right here is why I uploaded this episode early. This was right when FNAF was becoming popular, so I thought somehow having Freddy and friends in the video would get me more views. Clearly it worked.
They want you to rescind their permanent ban from PAC-884 Productions.
No one, not even Freddy Poohface and the Pooh Gang, tells me what to do!
This insult also originated from Tomodachi Life. Splat and I both hated FNAF purely because of the jump scares, so we made intentionally shitty Miis out of the animatronics and gave them knockoff names.
If you don't rescind the ban, we'll kill Evius.
Why Evius?
Evius wants to kill us, and we can't let that happen.
I think she only said this as a joke, privately. Also, I'm pretty sure Bonnie is actually male, but I've already used all the male Robosops for Freddy and Foxy. And number 3 is the narrator, so Robosoft 6 it is.
Fat chance. We're never letting go, and if you interfere, we kill a random friend.
That's different.
Usually someone would want to poop all over us if God and Angela the Angel interfered.
That's because pooping all over someone would be absolutely disgusting.
I think this is also the first time the wicked beings of the episode realize the shitting gag is stupid and cringy.
Hot cereal, cereal, and cereal, and cereal, and cereal, and cereal, and cereal.
Enough.
Probably my best scene this episode, beating out that whole FNAF scene earlier.
Take it easy, Sam. You're not in Dave Madsen's universe anymore.
Man, make up your mind about which universe you came from. First it was Dave's, then it was T-Bird's, now it's Dave's again?
Like I said before, I'm always here to help.
Later, after Mila pulled PAC-884, Mary and Evius out of the ground and Evius used Rainbow Fusion on Sam.
No.
Rainbow Fusion was like Evius' special OP move that I don't think Splat touched upon since this episode.
Because of our run-in with Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie, PAC-884 Productions announces that the ban on the Infernal 4 is no longer permanent. However, they will be restricted to occasional appearances from now on.
Unlike Dave, I actually went through with this and didn't have them appear in every single video after this.
Unsafe ice. Well, duh. Where in the world would you find safe ice?
Who are you?
I'm Fred, and this is Brutus.
We're so glad to finally be revealed in any video on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first documented appearances of Freddy and Brutus in a TTS video. This was still during the height of FNAF's popularity, and I wanted absolutely nothing to do with the series after doing their scene in the previous episode. So at first I had Freddy renamed to just Fred, not to be confused with the Mac voice of the same name.
Hamburger. Not pizza, not tacos, not nachos, just pure hamburger.
If Entertainment Alley had the hot cereal loop, this one has this sign in terms of best scenes. Even though this was again one of those times where I just copied off the original caption on Sign Spotting.
Microsoft Sam, why did you make Fred throw a tantrum?
Sorry, PAC-884.
And let me tell you this, Sam. Sorry doesn't feed the bulldog.
What about sorry?
There was a Max and Ruby episode where they're at like a flea market or something, and one bunny lady was talking about a sorry. I thought it was amusing to know about this new homophone, and as you can tell, I had to put it to use eventually.
Blockbuster. Wait a minute. Isn't that supposed to be Blockbuster?
What in the name of Roly Poly Poly is Blockbuster?
It's been a hot minute since that was said.
Help! Oh, poor little doggy. He really needs a home.
This was another one where I missed the point entirely. Also, this was right before I heard of that RSPCA ad where...
Just like Brutus, he's a lonely old hobo. Raffle.
I actually did have a me design for Brutus that actually matched Sam's joke there. Unlike the early design for Emma, which I straight up ripped from the Check Me Out channel.
Ooh, girl, who did your hair salon?
Oh, you flatter me. Hog, 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 hog.
Hands off of Mary. She's mine.
Yeah, this was also before I decided to make Sam, Mike, and Mary siblings as well.
Wait here when Red Man shows. Well, what about a Green Man?
And green man means it's safe to cross.
Hey, why wasn't Devious in the Rafflecopter last episode?
Because, Sam, I can fly!
She can indeed. She has wings. Wings which were never seen up until that brief moment in MMIB 3. And now we come to the bitter end, an ending that I actually managed to put out on YouTube. So the original plan for after this episode released was another episode to be titled Dumb Barge. I only got 3 signs done before I drastically lost interest in the whole thing. So what was the next best thing? To send off the whole series, of course, and celebrate 2.5 years worth of laughs, giggles, drama, all that. It was originally going to be part of Season 3 until GWX struck in late 2015. I was still going by that tradition of new seasons every new OS upgrade, so I decided that that was going to be the only episode of the new 4th and final season.
Abominagunios Entertainment.
This was also the first episode released under the current Abominagunios Entertainment name. At first, after this, I was going to do more gaming content with the Papa games, Animal Jam, and Transform Ice, maybe start vlogging like McJuggernuggets, or maybe more reactions. And that worked for a little while until, well, stick around.
Phony signs, the bottom of the barrel.
This title was inspired by this line in AVGN's Desert Bus episode.
I think I've finally hit the bottom of the barrel.
I'll have a grammar check with lettuce, and hold the comics ends.
That joke is not lame.
It is so lame, RoboSoft 3.
And here's the first line I ever recorded with my blue snowball mic that I still use to this day. Special thanks to the 8-Bit guy for recommending it.
We repair cell phones because you suck at holding things.
That's the problem with people these days. They get the new hot phone, and then 2 weeks later, it's freaking broken. The phone owner begs someone to get them a new phone, and all breaks loose.
This coming from a guy that wouldn't even get his own phone until about 7 months after this episode's release.
Keyword cat for president. Still better than Donald Trump.
This joke holds up just as well in 2023 as it did in 2016.
Specials, we are out of peanuts. Sorry for the inconvenience.
What? That's like, if you go to Papa's Cheeseria and see the special sign, say that they're out of Marble Rye.
But then why would they be out if they have an infinite supply?
I was clearly struggling to come up with anything to say for the first ever request I had gotten for a video. I didn't even get any food requests for Papa's games.
If you have seen the new Star Wars, please don't discuss it here. The night employees are unable to go and will cry.
Similar to what Mike said, would you if the power went out?
Enough with the Five Nights at Freddy's references!
This is how I think the Enough with the X references gag should play out. People make a few references over the course of a few videos or scenes, and then have that big text saying enough.
No, you must Merry Christmas. Hot 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 hot.
I'd love to marry Valentine's Day any day in the week.
No! I clearly just wanted to make an MLG reference here.
Wow, that's amazing. She's even tougher than the Viacom V of Doom, Screen Gems S of Death.
And even to the bitter end, I was still avoiding words like hell in my videos.
Keep your hands off of this repulsion!
Hey, my soup. And you're not the wild germ.
It doesn't matter who I am. I hate soup with crisp skin!
Now come with us!
Oh boy. I wonder where we're going.
I think either the trailer park section of Text2Pic was down or I couldn't find the original file for the sign, but either way, new sign to reflect PacFan885's name change.
The nightmares? Really?
Yes, really.
Ha 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 ha. Scared you, didn't we, little Avius? You're a scaredy cat. Ha 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 ha. Scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat.
Stop calling Avius a scaredy cat!
Never.
Ha 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 ha.
This joke was so good to me, I had to carry it over to MMIB.
Uh-oh. Tantrum in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... No, Nightmare Freddy, Foxy, Chicken, Bonnie, if you continue to tease Avius, I will come over there and punch you in the butt, you butthead!
I I did many different takes of this tantrum of me trying in vain to yell buttheads 8 times like a usual tantrum, but I couldn't do it without either losing my breath or slipping up. So, enter this handy solution that I would use a few more times.
Satan's Kingdom.
This is really getting out of hand. All this over a harmless soup.
Yeah, I wanted to give one last hurrah to all the wicked beings we encountered in this series up to this point, for a sense of finality.
Stop tweeting. So, we pretty much have to pretend like it's 1990 or something.
They tried to warn us before Elon Musk could take over, but they ultimately failed.
Easy Street. Hey guys, we found it.
And you said it was a hard road to Easy Street.
One last Dave Madsen reference just for good measure.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But how about we just move to the next sign?
Okie dokie Loki.
This originated from Splat, who I think got it from one of her friends or a show of some kind.
No food or drinks during lunches. Darn. Well, now I can't enjoy my grilled squirrel sandwich.
And one last reference to an earlier episode.
Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama.
Early on, I envisioned some ultra-dark plot where the Infernal Four seized control of La La Land, rendering the gang finally defenseless and having to move elsewhere and permanently end production of Funny Signs videos. But then I thought it was too grim and depressing for a late 2015, early 2016 LBC audience, so I scrapped it and replaced it with this scene of Sam laughing his ass off at the funniest sign we'd come across yet, the infamous Harry Potter Sonic Obama backpack.
That was so funny. Let's move on. What happened?
That was the very ill-timed buzzer reminding us that we have to go.
But we'll be back for more, right?
No. This is the end of the series. Obamagonios has lost his interest in making these text-to-speech videos.
What? No. No. No, 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 no. Oh well. Time to board the Rafflecopter for the last time. All aboard.
And that's the end, folks. Or is it? So yeah, about a week after I put this out, I was already going right back to doing Microsoft Sam videos on a newly acquired custom version of Speakonia that can run on a Mac. I had intended to make some big announcement video telling everyone that I was going to become the first TTS creator to use solely iMovie for videos at some point that year, but I never got around to it. Because, of course, that was when creative block struck and I went back to losing interest. I had some works in progress, including early versions of Microsoft Sam Reads Garfield comic strips and even MMIB. Eventually, iMovie stopped working after I upgraded my iMac to El Capitan in April, rendering me stuck without an editor for a good 8 months. I wasn't going to go back to Movie Maker for a while since I had basically made this promise to my viewers that it was the end of Movie Maker and TTS videos, but eventually I caved and went right back, and the first video I edited coming back was that We Are Number One meme with Dave Madsen videos. I was getting the hang of it again, and so I made that big announcement saying that TTS videos are back, for real this time, because that's what made me famous in the first place. Right off the bat, I think the intro here was probably my worst one yet. I could have done it much better had I not been without iMovie.
Funny Signs, please keep cleaning.
So once I started doing MMIB, I originally had no plans to revive Funny Signs since I already cancelled it, save for a one-off MLG parody that never got off the ground. But then once I saw that MMIB had been a success, I decided I'd revive this series under the name Funny Signs Reborn. Midway through editing, I realized there was absolutely no point in the new name since my editing style was basically the same as the 4 years before, so I filed it back under the original series.
In fact, just look at Obamagonios and Evius's house. It's as clean can be. Hot, 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 hot.
I, of course, meant this sarcastically.
Feed me nappies, wipes, sanitary products and litter. Jigs Louise. Pac-Man's become the new Lana Loud.
Splat was into the Loud House at this time, so I just had to reference that.
Due to safety concerns, we are not allowing the purchase of eggs by minors.
Minors? That says minors, you idiot.
Maybe I thought this was a great idea for a scene at first, but now it just comes off to me as weak. Sam Jokes did this one a lot better, IMO.
Please don't fart in the toilet. Instead, do it real loudly inside the restaurant.
Even in the early years of my Renaissance era, I was still calling Freddy Fred. I think by this point, FNAF's popularity had died down a bit. Just someone, please get us out of here!
Never fear. I'm always here to help.
Of course it's Mila, because no one's better at pulling people out of the ground than the quadruped.
Reality check. The Macarena is not a bunch of gibberish.
You're no fun anymore, RoboSoft 3. Sheesh.
Just a sheesh, just a sheesh, just a sheesh.
Could you tell I had no idea how Dave made his singer's effect yet and was just improvising?
Help, help, someone get me out of here.
Sam, where are you?
Over here, Abamagunios. Fred and Brutus must have managed to plant me underground.
The first underground planting. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do this gag since this video, but then again I haven't seen another logo blooper creator for a good 5 years at this point, so...
One more tantrum and you could have met Flowey.
Undertale, that was, and I think still is, a thing that Splat was into as well.
Lots of beer and win.
As opposed to wine and lose.
Found the missing E. This edition of Funny Signs has been brought to you by Silly Girl Coffee Hotel.
Now that's my kind of coffee hotel.
You couldn't have said it better.
Oh yay, I finally learned to not make the credits text so damn minuscule. Too bad it'll be the last time too, and the last one to be made in Movie Maker.
Funny Signs. Join the dank side.
Same OS, new video editor, new season. I wanted a new video editor for a while and thought about asking for Final Cut Pro for Christmas 2016, but later decided it was too expensive, so I settled on Movie Studio for a birthday present. One that I'm still using to this day, in fact. There were some hiccups at first, but then I got the hang of things. Since I had done a few MMIB episodes on Movie Studio, I decided I'd have a go at a Funny Signs episode with it as well.
Join the dank side. We have the memes.
I took the picture of the title sign myself when someone in my resource class drew a bunch of dank memes on the whiteboard, and then I decided it was so great it had to be immortalized in video form.
Closing a door on someone is the #1 cause of death in Japan.
Right up there with seppuku and Garuda-Buchan.
Don't bring up Garuda-Buchan.
Oh yeah, it's been a hot minute since I mentioned Brutabu-chan, the poop genie.
Exhibit. Which one's the exhibit? The trash can or the brooms?
I don't know about you, but I'd love to have a trash can like this.
Splat had a long-running joke about being trash, which is what MMIB3's title references. It certainly does look nice. After you and Mewtwo get married, you can live here and have 101 Eevee babies. Wait, that's not right. Ah, Scott, stop screwing up the script! If Fartsdom had spiraled at broke bashing, this has the unnecessary user bashing carried over from MMIB16.
Booze and swimming don't mix. Prevent accidents. Quit swimming.
So that's why Evius and Avamagunius quit going to the pool. Avamagunius got so drunk, when he sobered up, Half-Life 3 was out.
We did stop going to our local community swimming pool by this point, but not really because I got so pissed drunk.
In queso emergency, pray to Jesus. Ha! Good one. Queso, Jesus.
Splat was also really into puns at this point. So much so that for Christmas 2016, she got a pun-centric card game that I can't remember the name of.
Hey, check out that bear. It's got wings, a necklace, and looks like every bear mashed into one.
Who, me? I'm just hanging around the zoo mainly to hang with other bears.
I wouldn't hang out here for long. There's a mad gunman on the loose and he's headed your way.
Oh shoot, we gotta go, bye!
Who was that?
That was just Kasuka. She's a Golark bear. Kasuka is Splat's Seekers OC that I featured just because the sign mentioned bears, which of course was what Seekers was all about. I was going to follow this up with an MMIB episode featuring more of Splat's characters, but Splat shot it down.
Made in America, but we'd be happy to talk about our ties to Russia under oath.
This aged well. Alright, that's fine, but someone please get me out of the... No, wait, never mind, I got teleport.
Later, after Abamagonios teleported himself out of the ground.
Completely forgot for a while there that I was a Pokemon.
Test drive a new chair.
Splendid idea, Melody. We can rip the seats out of Abamagonios' 1960 Chrysler 300F and take them out for a spin.
Here's something else I never touched upon again. My collection of classic cars. The Chrysler 300F here, and in MMIB 24 there's a Ford Crestliner, then the Isuzu Rodeo, and I think another MMIB episode. All of these were based off of recent toy purchases from Walmart that I thought looked so cool I had to have them in real life. This episode of Funny Signs has been brought to you by the Lasagna Stop, home of the fried barbecue rib. For breakfast, Temmie's Hoy Cakes and Sausage. This part of the line was inspired by a typo in a Hangouts message I sent to Splat telling her that her Hoy Cakes and Sausage had been sitting on the stove for 3 hours. My mom brought us McDonald's breakfast and set it on there, and Splat sometimes has a habit of not immediately picking up food after it's brought home, so I sent her a reminder, of course making the typo.
Funny Signs, you're in luck.
Continuing with the series' tradition of ripping off other titles and gags, this time with a gag from The Odd Ones Out, which is going to be a recurring theme this episode, whose script I literally just churned out in a day, just like the good old days.
If there's something strange in your refrigerator, who are you gonna call?
Goat Stunner.
If your party's gone bad, and you're too lazy to go to the store,
who's gonna make the goat stutter?
Toriel.
I chose Parquet specifically because in the same upload that Dave's reverse WD-40 sound effect originates from, there's a commercial for Parquet margarine. Tantrum is coming on! No, cut! Natural Mary, don't you even think of sending us to Canada after what happened back in August, you dingus!
Can't you even take a joke anymore?
I guess I can't. I guess I also can't think of coming to Canada without thinking of that one episode of MMIB. Could you tell that I was hammering home the point that MMIB 20 was terrible and you all need to quit watching it, yada yada?
Enjoy tea cola. It's a real drink. It is sick. Gross. Ew.
I think I'd seen this sign on one of WSAM0 TV's videos before, and since this was the PGAG episode, now seemed like the perfect opportunity to feature it in my series.
I can't read Chinese.
This aged like fine milk as well.
Friday, 7 o'clock, Suicide Party. 9:20, Sausage Squad. Geez Louise, they got the titles mixed up.
Sausage Squad had the potential for another PGAG, but I guess I figured the video had enough of those to go around.
Please urinate with precision and elegance.
Fancy or not, I don't want anyone showing us how they pee. The thought of that makes me sick. Ew. Ew.
No more bad pee jokes.
Please!
To the left, Spider Farm and nuclear power plant. This must mean that Homer Simpson is nearby.
Who watches The Simpsons anymore? It's pretty much dead at this point. South Park's where it's at. No, King of the Hill is better.
No. Rick and Morty will always supersede these infernal pieces of media.
Well, while they're arguing about which cartoon's better, let's all board the Rafflecopter. I'm surprised I haven't mentioned Family Guy and all that. You know, that other insanely popular adult comedy show that's getting memed to death nowadays.
Funny Signs has been brought to you by Mr. Prawn's Holy Soup. Soup so good you'll be blessed with it immediately. Now that's my kind of soup. I hate this soup. I'd rather prefer Hellman's mayonnaise, which is totally an instrument.
A lot more SpongeBob references this time around, along with Plants for Hire earlier in the episode.
No kids, loads of money.
Basically, an angry capitalist in a nutshell.
Or Tom Nook.
But wait, doesn't he have those little Nooklings with him?
I think they're his nephews though, not his actual honest-to-God children.
This is not a Chinese restaurant. This is, however, Matt's Q. Yes, that Matt.
Yup, I'm back.
This could have worked had it not been for that Matt Crowley chorus earlier already spoiling it.
This is downright unacceptable. Matt, you should have waited until MMIB Season 4 to appear in another of Amagunio's entertainment video. Pack up.
Take it easy, Matt. Remain calm.
Just joking. Raffle.
Hey, that wasn't funny.
Agreed.
Microsoft Sam, what do you have to say for yourself?
Sorry, Matt. I didn't know you were in the way.
Yeah, right. You always do this. You always plant us in the ground with your crazy tantrums. You always don't know we're in the way. I forgot I already called out Sam's crap before I wrote the scene in TNF Bloopers 5. Satan's Kingdom again? Why in the name of Amblin Entertainment does this keep on happening?
You'll never make it back now. Hot, 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 hot.
Oh, Warner Bros.
Holy Steven Spielberg, God's country again.
Plush Louis P wrote this scene, so that's why the random company drops in lack of the Baxon.
Who needs to wait 2 years to see the next Olympics? With our time-traveling Ford Taurus, nothing is impossible. Stupid thing won't start.
I sourced this sound clip from a childhood favorite YouTuber of mine, David's Farm, who, big surprise, ended up being a YouTube demonetization symbol, as Zhao would put it. Oh no! Not again! Sam, get us out of here fast! Again!
All aboard. We're getting out of here. Swah 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 swah.
No, this can't possibly be. Grrr.
A successful Rafflecopter escape for once.
Welp, I'm out. Have fun, everybody.
For the rest of us, all aboard. We're homeward bound. Swah 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 swah.
And that would be the end of Funny Signs, for now anyway. All systems were go for Season 4 of MMIB, until everything that could go wrong did. Production hell, drama left and right, overall loss of motivation, school, and so on. In the meantime, I remade Season 1 of Funny Signs because Dave and Sam Jokes were already remaking their own videos, and so I felt that Season 1 at least needed a bit of a polish. After all, it was Obamagunios Entertainment's 10th anniversary that year. I had intended for all to be released over the course of 2019 while MMIB 37 was slowly getting into production, but of course I cancelled MMIB as a whole because I just pretty much had it with all the drama between the voice actors / script writers going on, and that further drained my motivation to continue making TTS videos, and as a result my last remake wouldn't be until late 2020. I might cover these remakes in their own separate retrospective since I've already covered their older counterparts earlier on in this one.
Funny Signs, all panic, no disco.
Here we have the first real episode since completing these remakes. It had been over 2 years since the last installment, so I figured may as well start a whole new season with all the elements of the remake, such as the current gradient and Animal Crossing logo font.
If you rearrange the letters of Postman Pat, he gets really annoyed. The same can be applied to any fan made wiki of anything.
It's Rule 724 of the Internet. If a fandom wiki exists, someone's vandalized it in some way, and the rest of the fans will get really annoyed.
Some dingus on the TTS wiki kept on switching the original render dates of seasons 1 to 3 to 2018 and 2019 for some reason.
Logan, get out. I agree 1,000,000,000%. He doesn't even do Mario videos anymore.
Another joke that holds up just as well in 2023, especially after all the stuff happened.
No MLG. You hear that, guys? Quit pretending it's 2015 and go home already.
Of course I knew at this point MLG actually refers to my state's governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, but I just wanted to take that saying and alter the meaning a bit for the video.
Oh. Tantrum in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 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 damn.
The origin of the happy tantrum. I had this simple idea in my head for a while of a tantrum going yes, yes, yes instead of no, 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 and I finally got a chance to execute it.
You expected a technical difficulties card, but it was me, bacon. Now it's time for me to go eat some bacon.
This wasn't a typo in the script, but rather a reference to a typo that Sam Jokes made in the Cyber Window server when acting as his bacon.
Behind every good Ford is a Chevy.
Because you won't move out of the fast lane.
Is this fast enough for you?
No, not really. Hot. We've run out of space. I win.
Nope. Look at my new badass four-wheeler. It's the new Bronco. Come on, show me what you've got for a comeback.
Hot.
I win.
With the new Bronco coming out, I knew I just had to add more to this sign war. I thought the Blazer was alright, but after seeing the Bronco, I knew that Chevy had a real missed opportunity, especially with how much they were hyping up the Blazer.
Do not animals.
Oh no. I accidentally animals.
What have you done, Mike?
You doomed us all.
One of the count 'em two moments Sam, Mike, and Mary's parents appear in a video. I introduced them in the disaster that ended up being That Arrow Show episode 7 alongside ads, and since then I have yet to find some sort of use for them.
Jump for joy. I don't see why I shouldn't.
Wait, Sam, don't do it. You're likely to.
Wait, You're alright?
Yep. I'm able to avoid getting hurt like this.
This landing sound effect I actually recorded myself using one of these big cooler-like bags in my garage. I originally used a high school yearbook that had already been damaged in shipping, but it sounded too much like a really hard slap.
Cooking with poop? Well, I have nothing to say other than sick. Gross. Ew. Ew.
I rather cleverly snuck in Robosoft 6 saying I hate my fucking job in this barf. It's all in one word and spoken so quickly, so it's no surprise no one caught that. Dillarang Pakaran? What's that mean? Dating is prohibited. Although I already knew this was in another language, but I just wanted to have another funny scene.
So does this mean that Obamagunius isn't allowed in this establishment? I call discrimination.
I got a Dora Me plushie for Christmas 2019, and I also made an English Doraemon drawing song video, which somehow became one of my most popular videos.
Hell's ice cream.
Since that so-called almighty won't let Lucifer have those cookies clearly addressed to him, I figured we'd open up our own ice cream shop instead. So come in or we will shit all over you.
You know what, Mr. and Mrs. Mephistopheles? For once, I'm gonna give in and try your ice cream. See if I care.
Wait! You don't know what's in it! You could... Oh good, he's already gone.
Oh goodness, this ice cream! It's too spicy, how is that even possible? I need some highway water.
Oh hey, I found an opportunity to use Sam Jokes' really spicy food gag from MS Ruggs.
MMIB revival to include Loud House characters.
Huh? Why MMIB revival?
I was briefly approached by one of Dave's early arch enemies, BJ29035, demanding I bring back MMIB and include Loud House characters in my videos. First off, no, I am in no way interested in that show or that fandom, and second, bruh. It's been almost 10 years and you're still demanding things from Dave? Whatever, you do you, I suppose.
Fallen likes. That's a new one.
We've had parachuting bears and cars belonging in the water, but never.
Get out of the way, Jacob. There's a bike falling down, and you're standing right where it's gonna fall.
Huh? What bike? There's no bike here.
Sorry. Force of habit.
Yeah, Sam X already had the falling scene earlier.
Shun Fat Supermarket.
I guess they won't let him in here, what with being such a fatso. Raffle. She must not have heard me.
Oh, I've heard you all right. And I've grown immune to all your weak jokes.
Say what?
Character development. Emma finally mans up, or rather womans up, to all the constant fat jokes.
Funny signs, you were under the rest.
This is the episode where I had no clue what to do with it at first, but then realized it was going to be my 30th overall installment of the series, counting the remakes, so I knew it had to be special. This was also around the time when Dave Madsen was starting to be able to contact through Discord, and thus everyone was now putting him in their videos, so I figured, why the hell not? This guy was the inspiration for my logo blooper related work, and I didn't want to overuse him like those other creators did, so I got him to appear in this one episode to celebrate. Getting through to him was tough though, as first I had to contact Parawarner Viacom so that he could then send Dave's lines over. I did try to contact Dave directly while making TNF bloopers too, but he never responded. Probably thought I was a scammer or something. Also, because this was the special episode featuring Dave, I spared no expense in referencing any of the older 2011 to 14 Funny Signs episodes I grew up with that I could, hoping that older fans like me would get them. Since this is the episode I'm most satisfied with, I'm just going to tell you the more obscure references I made here.
Burger King. Delicious eggs. Well, looks like bacon's got some competition. Hot.
Eggs! EGGS eggs! I think Para had used this song in a video before this, so I figured I could sing it too.
Oh my gosh. Anthony Wiggles giving the finger.
Splat, my mom and I were watching an episode of Ready Steady Wiggle one day because we got bored. Eventually, this little piggy came on and Splat was laughing about Anthony basically flipping us off. So I rewound the episode and paused that moment so Splat could then take a picture of it and then send over to me on Hangouts.
Jeez Louise, he must have learned that from Mr. Rogers.
I then remembered as I was making this episode that Dave had excerpted basically the same situation but with Mr. Rogers and Funny Signs Smashed Ice.
Lanferp Wilgwingelgajarichwiandrabul and Vasilia Gagagach.
Lanferp Wilgwingelgajarichwiandrabul and Vasilia Gagagach.
Lanferp Wilgwingelgajarichwiandrabul and Vasilia Gagagach.
Wrong! Just up the road from Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll go get a Quindrobble, Llan Tysilio go.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Wow. All of that just gave me flashbacks to when I tried to read that long late name all those years ago. And no, I'm not gonna try saying it again.
This was intended to reference Funny Signs headlight polishing, but a Discord DM from Para told me that it was used in Hotel Yes Please as well. I had completely forgotten about that.
I'm in a serious relationship with nachos.
Nachos? Man, I'll pass. I prefer tacos.
Tacos? What do you mean, Sam?
You know, Dave, tacos are the tastiest thing in the world to me.
Of course.
Wackadoo! I never knew Sam loved tacos! Matt called for me to do a Bandit Healer impression here because before this I was selected to play the role of Bandit for this Bluey fan project that never got off the ground because the administration there, well, let's compare them to Sam when he's having one of his little control freak moments.
No sassy talk is allowed. We're sick of your venting and murdering.
I made this sign purely for an excuse to make the cease the sus joke, because Dave's fans watch my videos too, so I had to throw in all the Dave Madsen references. Who's gonna pull us out?
I'll do it.
Finally, someone other than Mila for once.
Look out, Sam. You're going way too fast in your car and you're gonna
crash.
Sam, are you alright?
Ouch. My head, my skull, my ribs, my lungs, my sphincter. Ow.
Later, after Sam received extensive treatment at the hospital for his injuries.
Dave was usually the one to narrate these time cards in the later episodes of the classic era, so it seemed appropriate to have him read one here for old time's sake.
Thanks for being patient. A team member is coming to cancel you. What? I waste gasoline sitting at this drive-in for an hour and this is how you repay me? That's it. I'm writing a sternly worded letter to the manager.
Oh, having a special moment, are we? It'd be such a shame if something were to happen. Uh-oh, my mistake. It seems I've accidentally sent you to Satan's kingdom again. Ha ha ha! I was originally going to have Evil Dave appear in this scene, but I then replaced him with Dark Abbo to give it more of a 2013-14 feel.
We heard that Dave Madsen was going to be here, and just in time too, because we have some urgent business to relay.
Lay it on me.
Miss Madsen's BBS on Discord is really pissed off at you.
To be specific, you had used the term autistic man-children to refer to the Donaldsons and the P-heads.
This triggered a few of the server members with autism and ADHD, including one of Obama Gunios' own viewers. Dave's videos would occasionally have arcs revolving around some YouTube drama with users like Alchemist Muffin, PlayStation Central 82, etc. Coincidentally enough, the now-deleted Miss M's BBS Discord server was getting into a tizzy over a line in one of his newest PBS bloopers videos, so I knew I just had to make a Satan's Kingdom scene to pay homage to these arcs.
Silence, meddler.
Call upon Agonios a meddler once more and there'll be hell to pay.
Hell to pay? We are already in hell, fool.
That's supposed to be Sam roaring.
No, 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 no.
Yes. Hot, 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 hot. And now, Dave Madsen, prepare to be branded. Shall we let him have it?
You go on ahead. I don't believe in this shitting all over people nonsense.
Very well. Bombs away.
You all know what happens next, so let's just...
Skip it. Do not pet the striped kitties. Too bad Sam learned that lesson the hard way.
This sign replaced this sign in which I made a joke about Anna's labor when giving birth to Taylor. I thought that joke went way overboard, even by LBC standards, so I cut it.
Welcome to obesity, where there are less parks, less recreation centers, and less sidewalks.
This was the original title sign. I didn't have a gag to make it first, so I moved it to much later.
Fancy AF.
More like obscure AF. If I'm not mistaken, that's a Nissan Murano Cross Cabriolet.
This was the first time I'd ever seen a Nissan Murano Cross Cabriolet in real life. I had seen Sob Kyle 04's review of it years ago, but never actually saw one on the road until just then. Fun fact, I spotted it as I was on my way to cross off an item on my bucket list, and that was to meet Diesel Ducey.
Can you believe no one bought these?
Enough with the Dave Pod's references.
F in the chat for the donkey van.
Let me get a chicken croissant, some apple fritters, and... Oh, Struth, that system encountered an error.
Dave made a slip up here. The line was supposed to read their system encountered an error, not that. I didn't bother correcting him because I guess I didn't want to bother Parrot to tell Dave to do another take. I don't know, I can't remember now.
I wonder if the Almighty had anything to do with this.
Was this his revenge on the buzzles that said Christ died for our Dunkin' Donuts?
A reference to this sign from a Funny Signs episode that I can't seem to place anymore. Funny Signs is brought to you by Dr. Nix. If you can put it in, we can take it out.
And also by Uranus Fudge Factory. The best fudge comes from Uranus.
And here's the very last reference, Disco, aka Dave's Motion, as the credits music, because it used to be so prominent in Dave's credit sequences before he composed Dave's Boogie. And that's the end. You're still here, right? Okay, good. Well, now would be the part where I have some sort of surprise twist thrown in, but honestly, I really don't have any plans for what's next. Over the years, we've lost all the classic funny sign sites like SignSpotting, funnysigns.net, Text2Pic, and even Atom Smasher, and news sources I've found, primarily Reddit, don't really have funny enough material to work with. This doesn't mean Funny Signs is cancelled, of course, but all I'll really say is that new episodes will be out whenever I feel like working on them again. So I hope you enjoyed my rambling at 10 years worth of video. Once again, thanks for 2,000 subscribers, and remember to keep calm and become a zigzagoon.